Well, hello and welcome to our midweek reflection of the Kemble-Sarawak Zion-Keppel Pastoral Charge. This reflection is being recorded for the third week of Lent, and it's based on the scripture passages of the service on Sunday, March 20th. I just want to do a quick announcement and reminder to the Zion-Keppel United Church folks that this Sunday, March 20th, we will be going into our worship service a half an hour later at 1:30. Only for half an hour, and at 2 o'clock we'll start our annual general meeting. We will have our usual Kemble-Sarawak service at 10:30 in the morning. Next week, on the 27th, it will be a 10:30 service at Kemble-Sarawak for half an hour, and we'll go into our annual general meeting at 11 o'clock. If you are able, please consider making a donation to help the people hit most hardest by the Ukraine-Russian crises. You can go to the Kemble-Sarawak United Church website, go to the tab that's titled On the Horizon, which is the title of the newsletter, scroll down and you will find that there is directions there, instructions on how to make your donations through the United Church of Canada Mission and Service. And these donations will get to the people on the ground, the partners United Church has on the ground, and it'll help provide fresh water, shelter, medical care, whatever is needed by those who are hit most by this crisis. And of course, we ask that you continue to pray over them and continue to pray over God's peace, which we hope will prevail soon. And so this week, I named the midweek reflection a sweet boil. And the reason I did this is because we're now into the maple syrup season here in the Kemble area, but it's like this everywhere right now. Folks have been busy for weeks in preparations. Wood has been stacked, trees tapped, buckets in place, and now as the days warm, the sap has begun to flow. And on the afternoon that I wrote this reflection, I had the joy of watching a group of children tap a tree, then go to another tree and empty the bucket, and finally arrive to the fire and watch as the watery sap evaporated into thick, rich maple syrup. And it seemed to me the boiling stage is the most important part of the entire process. And depending on how quickly the sap is put to boil, the temperature of the boil, and how long the sap boils determines its quality. Top quality syrup is classified as grade A and is described as a syrup with a light to medium amber shade and a delicate flavor. And then there's grade B, which tends to be a darker syrup with a strong flavor. You see, maple syrup is one of those rare things that sweetens and becomes beautiful after a boil. And as I watched the sap boil, my thoughts turned to the long boil that we have all been through these past 24 months. You see, this week marks exactly 2 years ago that the World Health Organization declared the pandemic worldwide, and we here in Canada began to shut down everything. And since then, we've learned how long a boil we each can withstand. I mean, not everyone's up for a boil. Some folks turn grouchy when life becomes difficult, creating turbulence for all who surround them. And then there are others who pull themselves up by the bootstrap, square their shoulders, and soldier on. And then there are those who simply lean out of the difficulty and they just kind of wait for things to pass. Peter, Jesus's disciple, he didn't fare so well when he was put into a boil. Merely hours after promising he would never deny knowing Jesus, Peter, while warming himself by a fire, was asked if he was a follower of Jesus, and he said, "Oh no," fearful that an honest answer may cause him harm. So Peter lied not once, not twice, but 3 times as the fire heated up. See, not everyone can handle the boil. But the good news is Peter had the opportunity to set things straight. You see, after the crucifixion, early one morning, Peter was shocked to find Jesus on the beach cooking breakfast over another fire. So Peter takes this opportunity to admit his shame, ask for forgiveness, and not only was he granted a new beginning, but he actually became the rock upon which the church is built. You see, it's never too late to start anew with the God of new beginnings. So, how about you? How did you manage the boil of the last 24 months? Are there any fences in your life that need mending? It's never too late to set things right and turn the boil into something sweet and to something beautiful. And so may you have a good week as we now head through our third week of Lent and into the fourth. And we'll look forward to having you join us here again this time this next week, or you're more than welcome to join us at worship on Sunday morning.